Hello everybody and welcome to part 10 of What If Izuku Midoriya had an Anti-Quirk Sword, like Asta's from Black Clover, but adapted to the My Hero Academia universe. Well, that's how it started anyway, but it evolved a bit into its own little concept since then. If you haven't seen the previous parts, there'll be a link in the description below and the annotation above. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you enjoy the video, please, Nebraska, smash that like button. Yeah. After the last episode, a few weeks pass and the end of June arrives. There is a week left until the final exams. Ashido and Kaminari, along with most of Class 1A, are freaking out because they didn't study. Many other students are also freaked out a bit and are calmed down by Yajirozu offering to tutor them, since she's the best student in the class. Everyone arranges for something to be able to improve their grades. Later at lunch, the students start talking about what might happen in the practical part of the exam, since they have no idea what they'll be doing. This is where Monoma comes to mock Ida and Midoriya for being useless against the hero killer. Although Midoriya was the one who took him down, he wasn't given credit, like in the main version of events. The two kind of ignore him until Kendo comes to stop Monoma from making a fool of himself. She says, "I overheard what you were saying. If it's about the final exam, don't worry about it. We will be fighting robots like in the entrance exam. My friend who's an upperclassman told me." For the next week, the students spend their time training and studying in their respective groups. Bakugou with Kirishima, Kaminari, Ashido, Zero, Ojiro with Yajirozu, Midoriya by himself, etc. The day of the final exam arrives. For the written part of the exam, everybody does pretty much the same as in the regular version of events. I'm not sure if we know that, so yeah. The students then put on their hero costumes and go to the training facility where they meet the teachers. The students wonder why all the teachers are gathered here together. It's at this point when Nezu steps out of the crowd saying, "Hello, it is I, your beloved principal. No doubt you have gathered some information on what we'll be doing for the practical portion of the exam this year. Portion of the exam. That is precisely why we decided to do it completely different. For this year's exam, you students will be fighting us teachers in groups of 2. The students voice their concerns that those matchups are completely unfair. Nezu says, "I understand that us as teachers with much more experience seem overpowered, which is why we will be wearing these weights, made by Mei Hatsume from the support course. They add about a third of our body weight to ourselves. You students can win by either capturing us, the villains, or escaping the gate to call for help." For this version of events, for simplicity's sake, everyone is paired up the same. First few rounds also go pretty much the same. The first round is Cementos against Red Riot and Sugar Rush, which ends with them both failing. The second round is Froppy and Tsukuyomi against Ectoplasm, which ends with them both passing. The third exam is Tailman and Ingenium against Power Loader, which ends with them both passing. The fourth round is Shoto and Creati against Eraserhead, which ends with the students passing. The fifth round is Uravity and Can't Stop Twinkling against number 13, which ends with the students barely passing thanks to Araka's reflexes and 13's failure in the end of the exam. The sixth round is Charge Bolt and Pinky against Nezu, which ends with both of the students failing. The seventh round is Earphone Jack and Anima against Present Mike, which ends with both of the students passing. The eighth round, Tentacle and Invisible Girl against Snipe, which ends with the students passing. The ninth round is Grape Juice and Cellophane against Midnight, which ends with Mineta passing and Zero failing. The 10th round and last round is Deku and Bakugou, since we don't know his hero name, against All Might, and ends with, wait, I'm not gonna tell you that, at least not yet. These two students gather for the exam on the other side of the city where All Might starts. Midoriya tries to suggest a plan, but Bakugou dismisses him quickly, saying, "Leave it to me, you damn nerd. I'll beat All Might by myself and be #1. Just you watch." Midoriya clenches his fist, a bit frustrated, and punches Bakugou in the face. Bakugou stumbles back a bit and glances at Midoriya. "What the hell, Deku? I'll kill you for that," he says. Midoriya then responds to his death threat. We can't go on like this, Kachan. I know we have a dysfunctional relationship and all, but we both want to pass, so we need to come up with some sort of strategy here. I know you aren't going to come to terms with me developing a quirk anytime soon, but we both want to pass and be heroes. Let's at least try to work together." Bakugou scoffs and angrily says, "Fine. What did you have in mind, nerd?" A couple of moments later, the exam starts and All Might starts looking for the heroes while destroying the city. "Oh, heroes! Come out wherever you are! Where could you be?" Bakugou jumps off from behind All Might, hitting him with a gigantic explosion from the gauntlets. All Might turns to attack Bakugou, but again from behind him, he sees Midoriya's sword coming at him very quickly. All Might dodges the sword, looking where he was just attacked from, and is hit by another explosion from Bakugou from behind him. Midoriya dashes at All Might with his broadsword at this point, trying to slash All Might, knowing that if that happens, if they manage to slash All Might with the sword, his quirk will be nullified, and they win! But All Might dodges the attack. Bakugou is about to hit All Might with another explosion when Bakugou hits the gauntlet. When All Might hits the gauntlet, breaking the gauntlet, saying, "These things are so annoying," he says in response. Midoriya summons his second sword and is about to attack All Might, but All Might hits Midoriya's head, throwing Midoriya against the wall very quickly. Bakugou tries to hit All Might with another explosion, but his second gauntlet is destroyed. Midoriya gets up from the rubble and screams, "Bakugou! Plan B!" kind of in pain. Bakugou smiles and throws a gigantic explosion at All Might. All Might, blocking it, says, "Wait, I thought you needed the gauntlets to attack me like that." Bakugou, attacking again, says, They are just to reduce the damage to myself, but now I see I was foolish of me. After all, no risk, no reward." Midoriya against the wall like getting up from the rubble, holds his sword with both hands, letting the energy flow through him. All Might comes out of the smoke from Bakugou's explosion, saying, "Even so, your attack accomplished nothing, young Bakugou." Bakugou grins. "My attacks kept you distracted, didn't they?" All Might is then hit from behind by Midoriya, who is now in his black form, a wing spreading out of his back, and a bunch of blackness spreading through the left side of his body, and being a lot more powerful than usual. All Might is hit back by the attack, having been cut a bit in the side. He now deflates, coming out of the tusk. Everyone's surprised to see him like that. Bakugou says, "What the hell, All Might? Why are you so small now?" All Might responds, "I'll explain later. For now, we have a bigger problem. Midoriya's black form. He can't control it." Bakugou turns to Midoriya, aiming a gigantic explosion as big as he can, exactly at Midoriya's wrist, so Midoriya drops the sword, and Bakugou throws the explosion. Midoriya is blown back, turning him back to normal, since he is separated from the sword, and the energy from the sword has to flow through him. Bakugou says, "Don't worry, All Might, we planned ahead for that." As Bakugou cuffs All Might with the restraints that he was given, both Midoriya and Bakugou pass the exam. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to leave a like if you want to see this show continue, since honestly I'm quite skeptical on this one, on this particular what if. Make sure to leave any suggestions you have for what you want in the comments, and until next time, have a nice day, everyone.